law.
Yeah, if you guys weren't here, it'd be nothing. It's just me talking to myself like a crazy man.
5042-3698, 5042-3698.
Tiki Cat 1961 says yuck, who wants pocket cookies?
5241-6091, 5241-6091.
All right, guys, we got a drink. Let's get to work.
Chastity_Ga says, okay, I am tired. I am not getting out the trunk anymore tonight. If I am asleep when John goes home, just leave me in the trunk. I'll sleep here till tomorrow's stream, lol. Hey Jack says, I would like to see that stream too though, lol. J9 Bell says, if the shoe fits. Gamerage_Zone says, ooh, John trying to get with someone who has a baby. Ryan 152,793 says, John is going crazy. Big Dave BCTX says, I saw a white van for sale the other day and the first thing I thought of was, John could use that van.
Man, that would be a good van.
Hey little kid, you want some of Papa's cookies?
Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now, hopefully. We're going to listen to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night.
Texas Girl 979 says it was yellow. Joanne 8775 says, alright, I have Twitch on one phone. Going put YT on my TV and the other one on another device.
Alright.
Little__unit says, huh, what was that about John and a baby?
It was, there was a crying baby one time in one of the stops, and we had to move him.
Ryan 152,793 says, John, do you want some free candy get in my van? J Maples_ says, poor John. Gives one kid cookies and never lives it down.
That's right.
BT.
Right.
Ryan 152,793 says, law.
He didn't want my damn
says,
cookies
this
anyway.
is my first day here. Is this one of them entitled streams? Ha 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 ha.
Probably.
J Maples_ says, by the way, John, have you let that kid go yet?
Yes. Yes, we didn't keep the kid. That'd be a crime. I'm not keeping any extra kids. Those things are expensive to feed anyway.
Leah 1962 says, so what happened to that call?
We had to take the kid home. Dasher took the kid home because I could not fit him in my Camaro.
Bruja 210 says, my uncle hid my devil's lettuce, so I hid his wheelchair, so neither one of us will be rolling anything tonight.
There you go.
J9 Bell says, did you see the Amber Alert in NY?
I did not.
The father said she was taken by a white van. The father made it up and has been arrested for murder, allegedly. Leah 1962 says no, the one just now in Freeport. Ryan 152,793 says, John, you probably put some medicine that makes you go code brown in the cookies, so I wouldn't eat it either. J Maples_ says, congrats Bruja on dad joke of the night.
I'm the one that's in charge of the dad jokes around here, just so you know. I'm in charge of the dad jokes. I got one job, tell dad jokes. All right, we seem to be working pretty good now.
Pamela Jackson says, hi from Kick.
Hi, Kick.
Trevor Watts 596 says, cheer one, 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 cheer one. Stream element 1960 says, I was referring to the call in Freeport on Broad Street.
Oh yeah, they said nobody was there. Yeah, no one was there. They said it was...
Turkinator says, using high beams.
It was, they said...
So just going to be at the property?
flights are going to be on property.
What property?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what property. And we start messing up as soon as we go into Clute again. So there's that.
Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 7 bits.
Thank you for the 7 bits.
Hey Jack says John, what happened when 2 slices of bread went on a date? That page girl 3 says hey John, ham and trunkies. Hey Jack says it was loaf at first sight.
Ah, I see that. I see. Okay, YouTube is not working. I'll get you fixed, YouTube.
2504, 1086.
RTK 1414 says 12. Dashing Dasher TX says good evening all. I'm tired today, so going to be doing more lurking than working.
There you
I'll
go.
be in the background waiting to hose off the Tinder couple of the night. Ben says test. BC Scanner says test. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says 5x5.
Dispatch, be advised, how many subject?
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says welcome to the rest of your life. Bruja 210 says all way to go to kick its like Black Friday 1984 and there's only 2 Cabbage Patch Kids in the store.
1508793. I have a 53-year-old male, 53-year-old male. Respiratory distress, CHF exacerbation. Current GCS is going to be 15. Heart rate is going to be 103. Last key is 157 over 70. He's 98% on 5 half. Current ETA is going to be about 10 minutes.
Guys, let me know if you see lights in Freeport.
West wait. 2 good copy on page report 1505308793.
Check J block first. Show me on property.
No, color buddy in here. So, push around. Medic 60. Go ahead and show us back at station and available for calls, please.
Darren Thompson says good evening, be safe. Ben says always film 5-0.
Always.
Okay.
I would never do anything unsafe. It's against all platform policies.
Show us delay. For decon.
Bayou Preppers 1 says J block sounds like a jail.
Okay.
I get it.
Ryan 152,793 says John, why do dog floats in water? Because they are good buoys.
I see what you did there.
222 traffic.
7540, do you have traffic?
1200 block of South State Highway. 28B, 28 is going to be Robert Paul Tom.
Negative.
5996, Robert Paul Tom, 5996.
That's you. Traffic. Traffic.
That page girl 3 says you know your battles are glitching when even is too busy for you.
Pulling the main engine.
Hey Jack says don't see any by my place.
Frank Tom 8424.
You don't see any?
North Frank Tom 8424.
Well, they said on property, which usually indicates an apartment complex.
25 somewhere.
Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 5 bits. Ryan 152,793 says watch for the snipe. Trevor Watts 596 says bunch of people I watch on Twitch are having tons of issues tonight.
Yeah, it's...
Gabby Bedoya says what's the call we're looking for?
I don't even know. Honestly. I just said they're being really kind of vague.
Bayou Preppers 1 says I got my old phone back so now I can listen to the scanner while we are in the stream.
8311. Go. You want to swing it to PD for you?
Hey, Jack said he didn't see anything over there.
Ryan 152,793 says John. What a good boy.
62 Freeport.
Joanne 72 says good evening everyone.
Good evening.
960, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Can you please show us delayed at destination per decon?
We already heard that.
Trevor Watts 596 says like there was one creator I watch on Twitch had to restart like 4 times cause it was lagging bad. Hey Jack says I walked to our office and didn't see anything unless it's on other side.
4.37095.25.78, just coming over fast fuel. It is 80 outside, 81 inside, 3.5 degrees.
April 25. The left light 2.
Good.
Trevor Watts 596 says hope you had a good day John.
Insurance confirmed
Again.
on the 16 Chevy. Registration expired.
Stream
April
Elements
25.
says thank you for following PC Kelly Gaming.
PC Kelly Gaming with the follow. Thank you.
Hey Jack says that puppy knows Frankie. Lee Julie 1978 says hi John, Queen Pam, and Trunkies.
Not breathing. She just wants to check out. Time 22. Oh.
26 on.
Lenabement says nothing at Sienna Villas.
718. Just be advised.
Thanks.
Pretty clear.
It's already 10-8, so wherever they were, everything's good.
PC Kelly Gaming says where is this stream located? CA.
We're in Brazoria County, Texas. That's what BC
Brewer
stands for.
210 says
We're about 50 miles south of Houston, right on the Gulf Coast.
718. Just be advised. I'm such a pretty clear.
18 months.
As you can hear the scanner.
CTW issues to that subject.
All right, someone got criminal CTW'd. They should be getting back to work. We'll hang out here, see what they do when they get back to work.
PC Kelly Gaming says okay I'm familiar. I work in mapping.
Ah,
Joanne 8775 says we have to drop Frankie off at Whataburger at midnight. He has a date with a garbage bag.
all right. You guys remind me.
$35, $85, $55, $94, taking over.
410.
Clear.
You good?
Hey Jack says he was here all night last night.
Well, he was scratching at our door. I said, go see Hey Jack, so.
Last one says you can disregard that alarm. That's not going to be our jurisdiction. It's far out there. 10-4. Picture clear.
Hey Jack says, "Ah, well, that explains it then."
Last one says you can disregard that alarm. That's not going to be our jurisdiction. It's far out there. 10-4.
7504.
That clear. Close patrol 10. Sound of fire down somewhere.
RTK 1414 says -1. Dashing Dasher TX says -1.
That's clear. Close patrol 10. 22 traffic.
Hammy 9588 says, "No one tell John, but I made pan exclairs for tomorrow."
Dang it. Are they going to be in the refrigerator or what? Where are you going to keep them?
Twenty-two traffic.
Says she's typing see all. Pammy 9588 says, "I hid them." J Maple says her belly by the end of the night.
4, close patrol 28, checks clear.
Hey Jack says, "See, I knew it." Trevor Watts 596 says, "Cheer 1, cheer 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 1. Stream Elements says, "Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 10 bits."
Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Trevor.
Vincero says, "Hello John and chat."
Hi.
.7504, close patrol 90, checks clear.
Everybody be cool. The cops are over there. Be cool.
John, 7504, close patrol 90, checks clear.
Matt 73 Boyd 73 says, "I am gonna moon them."
Nope. They're gone now. They're gone. And I say that, just don't take anything from Shaggy.
Hey Jack says, "Kuboy sticking his bad finger at them again." Richard Junior L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, "Duck Duck Goose."
David John 0838. Or David John 0838 AM. Spot 2927 West Shane Street. Reference to a blue F-150. Lifted, playing loud music.
Turn it down. Cops are coming.
Joanne72 says I offered to Frankie that he could come stay with me for a week in Louisiana. He told me no because I wasn't allowing the old parking lot garbage bag to stay at my house cause she is trashy. Stream Elements says thank you for following Fat Jesus 301.
Fat Jesus, thank you for the follow.
Hayjack says no, just get a loud music note.
Guys, we're at 6.9K followers on Twitch. Let's get to 7K. Most of you guys are probably already following me, but I think we'll get there easily once I do my TikTok strategy to send people from there to over here.
Hayjack says permit not note law, my bad.
Left light 6 East Bay, left light 6 East Bay.
Yabba Dabadoo says let's get those 48 people.
Oriole Herman Southeast Hotel 407, back to Herman. 14 after.
22 notes.
22 notes. Everybody's got notes.
Mayu Preppers 1 says always film 5-0.
Report eligible and clear. Insurance unconfirmed of a 2010 Chevy. Registration expired April 25.
That's clear. 22 notes.
There. Return. Reyes report eligible and clear. Insurance unconfirmed of a Chevy. Registration expired April 25.
That's clear.
214 please return.
Mycroft 1956 says more great screen time 1.
2000 Oldsmobile expired April 25. Florida Spring not eligible from expired 2030. Insurance unconfirmed on a 2000 Oldsmobile expired April of 25. Flores being not eligible. Her ID expires in 2030. She's clear.
7504, close patrol.
Roger Peterson says God bless USA.
God bless the USA.
Hammy 9588 says just search it up on TT, it's super easy. Roger Peterson says God bless Jesus. VanMom 2024 says John guess what I beat Dasher Law.
Oh, that's
J9 Bell says guess we don't have to go to church this week Law. Sebastian Borgo says, let's go, my friend.
We're going.
Dashing Dasher TX says, oh, now you wanna brag about it. Lol. Hey Jack says, Pastor John in his house.
There is a famous preacher with my same name. It's a famous preacher called John Gray. That's why I don't use my name on YouTube, because if you search John Gray, you're gonna find the preacher before you find me. I wanted to use my name, like, you know, Justin uses his name, Justin Pulliam, right? But if you search John Gray, you're gonna find the famous preacher.
Sebastian Borgo says, what app do you use for the voice? Okay, thanks. Roger Peterson says, put a COP in jail. Bruno 210 says, Dasher being a crybaby tonight.
0415.
Dashing Dasher TX says 11. RTK 1414 says 11. Genold says 11.
There goes Clute. Everybody be cool.
J9 Bell says there's a newscaster here named John Gray.
17
Oh, that explains it.
Roger Peterson says 11. Little underscore Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, not the black scream, I'm scared. Bradley 25 says, good night, Trunkies.
Alright guys, sorry about that. Check the damn Starlink.
Roger Peterson says, haha. Bruva 210 says, for a minute I thought we were on TT. Trevor Watts 596 says, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says, Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 7 bits.
Thank you for the 7 bits.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, peace and chicken grease. Bruva 210 says, okay, going to battle. Pammy 9588 says, babe, you can't eat that dessert when you get home. It won't be ready until tomorrow.
Okay, I won't eat it.
Roger Peterson says 11. Little underscore unit says technically he will likely be home after midnight, lol.
That's right. There you go.
6 lifting for Hotel 4074 on board 1+5.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, any news on the bike light gentleman?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Herman 7.
John Dasher is bullying over here.
Let me get out of this area.
Dashing Dasher TX says I would never bully anyone.
$300 a month for data and my stream looks like this. It's just disheartening.
Aaron says, are you a cop?
Definitely not a cop. Now we listen to the scanner, we record police interactions. Yeah, $300 a month for data and my stream looks like this. This is amazing. Amazing technology.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says nice. J9 Bell says wait, you're not. Dashing Dasher TX says band mom type. Brival please ma'am.
Ambulance 908 on the road.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says Leon Must was having a bad week.
Crew 156, your flight number 47908, MRN 15052157 45 female 2005.
Leon says what was wrong with it early. Pammy 9588 says Justin is live with a trial update.
Oh boy. Well, he didn't call me.
Ginold says pa.
He could have called me. Let's see, corruption report, YouTube. Is he on YouTube?
Ginold says Pam, what kind dessert I'm making?
Well, I think the first big update.
Pammy 9588 says yes on
this
YT.
is encouraging for all people, and really the world, I would say. if you're not an authoritarian tyrant. Hey, Lisa, Nick, thank you for watching. So the county has basically admitted to the liabilities on the press conference. I mean, not basically, like they have admitted that, like, Sheriff Fagan admitted that he, well, first he got on and said that, under oath, he said that he wouldn't have changed the thing on July 12th, 2021 at the press conference. Lisa, were you watching that live that day? I can't remember. Anyways, first he claimed he very clearly said he wouldn't have changed the thing. Then he came back and changed his testimony. Lisa's at Richmond coming to scope me out. That's cute. Look at this. Isn't that cute? But then changed the story, and they admitted to the liabilities on the press conference, and actually filed a briefing a few days ago admitting that I'm entitled to 5 figures. So that's a change there. But it's a win for all of us. So that would be the really good update, I'd say. As far as my arrest, they're not just doubling down that they wouldn't change a thing, that Rollins did everything right, that blah, 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 blah. They've actually, they've been emboldened. They've been emboldened. Now they are saying that Rollins was heroic for arresting me. And I wish I had the picture. They even included a picture of my conduct. And he was so heroic for taking me out. The county now says it was heroic. But I would say in some, like if I were to summarize all of the counties, I have to how do I say this? Politically, the county, and when I say county, the people who testified for the county was Sheriff Eric Fagan, Lieutenant Taylor Rollins, Deputy Ricky Rodriguez, and Detective Travis James. And
turn you guys up.
The testimony that I think a reasonable, non-biased fact finder will determine does not have a lot of credibility. I'll put it that way. I would think that a reasonable fact finder is going to say, probably not a lot of credibility. Probably not a lot of credibility with the county's testimony. But to summarize, what I took away from that is that the police absolutely hate, not just me, but people who think like me, people who watch. Oh, I'll tell you what they really, really hate. The
Yabba Dabadoo says 3. Dashing Dasher TX says 35. The Yabba Dabadoo says 35. Richard Junior L. Goat Roper Cyclone says proper utilization of patrol vehicles.
All the call takers and like internal affairs. I don't work for the sheriff's office, but internal affairs was investigating me. They pulled my jail phone call and like they didn't let me call until I was already like in jail for literally hours. Right, so I was out filming the police. I had a private live stream to the cloud. I was out filming the police. I wasn't live. No one knew. They threw me in a police car for well over an hour.
Peterson says 45.
I knew.
And then put me in jail for hours. I had no outside communication with the world. I was in their custody.
X-ray George 99.
I was a political prisoner.
King X-ray George 99.
And I think they're correct. And like, it's not correlation. It is cause and effect. Like, they arrested me, and
Bayou Preppers 1 says where is he live at?
And people took over their Facebook page. But I was in their custody. I didn't call anyone. I didn't say anything to anyone. So, to whatever cause and effect, the cause is their actions and their actions alone. I had nothing to do with it. I was deprived, and not just
Richard
the ability
Julia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says you think they have done
asked
it.
for an attorney. I asked for an attorney. I invoked my rights. I invoked my rights.
Gold Monster 552 says, hey, how is everyone doing tonight? AD101 says, who is John Gray talking to? Sounds like Frankie or Justin Pulliam.
Until after they filed the lie report with the charge? Hell no.
TX Fire 911 says, hey John and Justin, hope y'all doing good. John, do you still have Facebook Messenger?
So
yes.
Got some interesting Starlink stuff for you.
And part of it was getting a continuance. The county attorney, assistant county attorney, well, now he's actually, yeah guys, this is so rich. Oh, I don't feel well.
Stream Element says, thank you for following Belinda Card 1.
So bad, I can't do this case right now. And the same day he was promoted to being the head of the litigation division. So he was not healthy enough to defend the county in my case, but was also at the same time healthy enough to take on more responsibility as the head of the division. So
Gold Monster 552 says yeah.
Two things are not, like, those two things can't exist at the same time and both of them be credible. So what they did is they, I guess, realized that, whoa, Justin really has us. That's all, right? Because I know my rights and I know they're tired. I call them wrong. And so
Belinda Card 1 says, what state you in? Richard Junior L. Goat Roper Cyclone says coffee.
is going to be King X-Ray John 99.
What are you doing, man?
Copy is going to do.
What are you doing? Writing a VIN?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do the
You lost your suspect. Oh, there she is. She's still in there. She's not a John fan. She's not a John fan. Oh boy, yeah, you're not gonna get away with that. You got no plates, man. No plates, yeah, that'll cause problems.
RTK underscore 1414 says, is she hiding?
Yeah, she is hiding.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, convert her. J. Maple says, hopefully she doesn't want to run you over.
Yeah, that would be nice if they don't try to run me over. All right, she got no plates. That could be the problem. You can't try no plates in Clute. You might try that in maybe Jones Creek. You might be able to try that in Jones Creek, not in Clute.
Gold Monster 552 says, I don't know how people drive without plates. You obviously know that you will be pulled over.
It happens. Well, I was way zoomed in.
Roger Peterson says, WT. Lenabement says, not good. J. Maple says, it's no plates Monday. Come on. Little underscore unit says, I went into work on a night shift and came out to drive home. Didn't realize during the night someone had stolen it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, 144.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Can you clear us from the hospital? We're en route back to the station to do physical decon.
Have a good night. Hopefully she don't try to run over us.
Little underscore unit says, just saying it can happen. Nice after a 16-hour shift driving over an hour to work and back. The cop was nice to me, thankfully. KC says, I'm surprised the cops don't get pissed at you recording them so close.
Oh, they get mad. They definitely get. She's still covering her. Lady, I don't really care. Oh, don't hit that. All right, good. All right.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, backflips.
The tinfoil hat with is strong with that one.
Do they have in custody and what the arrest is for? That's information that they know. But like it's basically like their whole narrative is when the sheriff, when you can go back and see my arrest video, and basically what they're claiming now is that, well, Fulliam didn't immediately comply when he asserted that, hey, if it's not for safety, I have the landowner's permission to be there, even though the other women could walk over and not immediately comply.
Gold Monster 552 says, what radio channel is this?
That's Justin Pulliam's live stream I'm listening to.
That's where they're at now.
Corruption Report on YouTube.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following RBX _+_.
RBX with the follow, thank you.
And they wouldn't change a thing, and it's not even been counseled. They reviewed it, and no one's even been counseled. Absolutely no punishment. And so if that's the sort of posture that the sheriff, and it's not just it's the sheriff, that's the administration, that's the county. If they're saying that that is acceptable, then it's over. Like that means
it's been over.
Get me at any time. So hopefully I can get the injunction. And we'll see what the court does on the live.
J Maple says 6. Angie 416 says 6. Genold says 6.
All I can say about settlement things, but I do know, like, if it's in the public record, like the public county's record.
Vortex says, I came here for the cops.
And so, like,
that's what we hear
about the $250,000 settlement, right?
We record cops.
But then when it comes to trial, guys, they hate so much that I make money filming and doing videos of government conduct, criticizing it, that makes them so mad. They spent more time pre-trial briefing trying to say why I shouldn't get damages.
Vortex says all my homies hate the cops.
Damages evidence. They spent more time fighting the damages than they did trying to defend themselves from the liabilities.
What do we got?
So,
that's clear.
Guys, we are listening to the scanner.
Gold Monster 552 says, not a lot of people commenting like usual.
Do y'all have any other
I think they're probably
questions?
listening to Justin.
A lot was said. My attorneys really trusted me a lot on the cross-exam. And my wife told me at one point, one of my attorneys stood up and the other one was like, no, sit down. Justin's got it, I guess.
Yeah, I was there. I was at the trial all 3 days.
The assistant county attorney, he was just drenched with sweat cross-examining me. We had these, there's something called the Nieves exception, and basically that's new case law.
Vortex says crazy that us haves public radios for police. Bandmom 2024 says we need more friends to come to kick to battle. Vortex says we don't have that in Europe.
Even if there is probable cause, Nieves is basically like, well, if they normally don't arrest someone for that conduct, then they can still be held liable for First Amendment retaliation. And so we got 30 arrests in the...
Vortex says radios are locked by Tetra.
As part of the discovery, the county provided that, and I did a very detailed analysis of that. And demonstrated what's called plus factors. It's the conduct of the arrested person. And basically the people who are getting, other than...
J Maple says, is he in the middle of the road?
Kind of in the medium. I'll show you guys in a minute. He's free. All right, so there's a bridge over there. There's a road that comes under the bridge, and he's in between there. There he goes. Dang, he done got 2 stops.
J Maple says turning lane.
Yeah.
Tazzy's my dog go says yay free.
Guys, put it in the chat. You already know what it says. Put it in the chat, guys.
find the two sentences and I read off, I can't remember the subject's name right now, but like threatened to shoot and kill his wife and whatever.
Angie 416 says always film 50.
On the seat of his vehicle,
Gulp
right?
Monster 552 says always film 50.
County attorney would try to nip in the stuff that he thought would help his case, but like I knew the evidence and the legal argument, and that must have been some
Vortex says the thing you hearing is so high for me I struggle to hear you.
Oh, I'll turn it down. How about now? Is that better?
AD101 says wow 0 for parking.
No, that's. I tried to avoid that. That was definitely a solid 4.
Vortex says yes.
Very bad in front of me, right on the stand. And I'm like, hey, are we done with this binder? Can I put it aside? And he's like, no, not yet. We were done with the offensive court binder, guys. Let's see. What else is notable? But yeah, no, just do stuff like one of the things.
Jaden Morgan _ says, hey John, how's your night going so far?
So far, so good. Technical difficulties aside, from the technical difficulties, not really happy with that, but it wouldn't be a John stream without technical difficulties.
It's hard to talk about these things, but no, I think we need to normalize it more because a lot of y'all have been through a lot of stuff.
Otto the Watchdog says, sup John, hope you're having a good night, buddy.
What's up, Otto? How are you, man?
Gulp Monster 552 says, like the way you parked last night.
Otto, I watched your video today about the guy who said he was going to murder you. Shame on him. I loved what you said. Hey, where's the good cops? Otto was like, where's the cops? This guy's literally in his video, in Otto's video. He's sitting there saying, I'm going to murder you. I mean, we've had people threaten to run over us, but no one's ever blatantly on my stream came out and said, hey, I'm going to murder you. That's never happened to me before.
I don't want to talk about mine anymore.
Get out of the road, man.
I don't know what questions y'all have.
Otto the Watchdog says, are you on the Starlink?
Yeah. It's sucking tonight. It really is. It's not good tonight.
Gulp Monster 552 says, do you carry John?
I lost all
Vortex
my...
says, is being a cop in the is hard.
I'm not a cop. I'm definitely not a cop.
Try to put them back in the box a little bit.
Little _ unit says, are you serious? Someone actually said that.
Yes, on Otto's. They said that to Otto. Yeah, the Starlink is sucking tonight, Otto.
Vortex says, no, I mean for others, not you.
Proximity, like where there was like a traffic stop or some other law or whatever, I would not be able to
I think he might be pulling over. That lady was in the road, but we'll see. Yeah, he's up here. He knew he was doing a U-turn for something.
So how it works, yeah, let's explain how this
Gulp Monster 552 says, John, how much bits for you to punch a cop?
Oh, I would not.
Rousick says, what type of scanner do you use?
Unication G5 in the car and a SDS that I stream at home. SDS 200. I swore he put his lights on.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, big Brazoria County hugs.
Oh, thank you, Bayou.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, makes y'all appreciate the fractuosities of life. Frensincote says, John and all. Rousick says, are the Texas guys running trunking? Vortex says, does anyone from chat have any info on how to listen to police radios in Europe?
I don't.
Mom 2024 says, John, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I don't think I can hang on anymore. I'm exhausted. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I'm sorry I tried.
No, you should get some sleep. I'm a night streamer. I'm a night owl, so get some sleep. Thank you for coming by.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, when was that said in chat, John?
What? When was what said and what? Oh, that wasn't in our chat. That was in Otto's video. I watched it today. Yeah, the Starlink is sucking tonight. It's really a letdown.
The Yabba Dabadoo says 12. Genold says 12. Angie 416 says 12. Stream Elements says thank you for following pin 1 calorie.
Thank you for the follow.
Lil __ unit says who is Otto?
Otto the Watchdog. He's in my YouTube chat. If you're not following Otto the Watchdog, you are a part of the problem. He's in my YouTube chat right now. At least he was. I don't know if he still is or not. Otto, say hi if you're still here. I think he's gone.
Gulp Monster 552 says Autobots. Friendsyncode says Otto the Watchdog.
Yeah, I was watching his video today. I saw his Facebook post with the picture of the guy. That guy was really triggered, wasn't he?
Little __ unit says thanks, I subscribed. We'll check later.
Well, thank you, little unit.
Zoom with Smokey Bear says hi.
Hi. How you doing? Zoom with Smokey Bear.
126 radio security.
Uh-oh. That's Alvin.
Gulp Monster 552 says, do you have any cops that come in here to mess with you?
Yes. Yeah, most of the trolls are actually cops, so, or cops' wives or cops' brothers.
2033, showing 10 out of Clear Lake Shores. I've called 3 different numbers.
How you doing, man?
Friendsyncode says, had a guy come up and get in front of his camera tonight.
It was a fan. It was a Freeport cop. That was a Freeport off-duty cop. That's pretty nice of him. He was saying hi.
Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1, 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 cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 10 bits.
Thank you for the 10 bits.
Little __ unit says we have a sexy cop. Cupcakes. Boba Fett 271 says I think Pammy 9588 might be police.
No, she's definitely not.
Gulp Monster 552 says what county doesn't like you the most?
This one. I work primarily here. Fort Bend County really hates me though. They really hate me.
Pamela Jackson says didn't forget I am here for the beatings too, lol. Trevor Watts 596 says gas check.
140 miles.
Little __ unit says Pammy is John's police officer.
Yes.
Dashing Dasher TX says Pammy the Popo law.
Pammy the Popo. She's a complete tyrant too. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Brazos Wood building for a lockup.
It's you, Alvin. Can you pull me 2 additional case numbers?
2 case numbers. What?
In relation to the damage, William is testifying exactly as he did in his deposition 2 years ago. And he read my deposition.
Gulp Monster 552 says sounds like you might be sleeping on the couch.
Maybe.
Pammy 9588 says I hate y'all. La la la. Trevor Watts 596 says on couch for that. Van Mom 2024 says be nice to Pammy.
Well,
Dashing Dasher TX says Pammy said, I'll show you a tyrant LMAO.
maybe me and Frankie will be hitting the road. Me and Frankie will be hitting the road, just me and him.
Boba Fett 271 says John got 10 lawsuits on Pammy Popo.
Just kidding, me and Frankie aren't hitting the road. I'm just joking, just telling jokes.
Who is this? That's the constable's office, I guess. I was reading this hat for a second. I was finally kind of in a mindset this evening where it's hard for me, guys. Even when I'm having days where I'm feeling better, it's hard for me to talk about this and do this and do these videos when I worked so hard on doing this, and I had a...
David 041873 says John unemployed as of tonight. Pam is probably going to fire him. Pammy 9588 says ask Jones aside, when are y'all leaving?
We got an animal call? He's getting the animal pulled out. This guy's parked here. I guess we'll make it work.
Rousick says dang those brights look bright.
Is that alligator? I don't know what it is. Should have brought my flashlight though. Oh, a locked car?
You gonna watch me break into this car or what?
That's right. The cop's breaking in the car.
What do you think about all this?
Hey,
cool?
that's kind of cool.
I don't know what movie that is. Is it Lilo and Stitch or something? It's a kids movie, right?
That's right. Is there any people or animals in there?
They're right there. No movie.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you had your alligator pole, man.
What's that?
I thought you had your alligator pole.
What is that?
The Yabba
The thing you
says
used
Stitch.
to take the to pick up the alligators.
No.
I thought it was exciting. All right, guys, this cop's breaking in this car. Hey, that's a pretty cool car, by the way.
Thank you.
Hey, you can't just do the code, man. Like I have the code.
So,
I'll keep you guys on.
it's called the guy who did the key.
Yeah.
So bootleg, put it like that. I'm sorry. I do call it bootleg because I didn't know another word for it. So the key that I have here.
Matt 73 Boyd 73 says somebody called the cops breaking in the car.
The emergency key.
They're good. All right.
So.
Well, where are they at? Second. I don't know if I can see them.
Rousick says what's in it?
Trying to keep the kids off.
Dashing Dasher TX says it's the Stitch Mobile.
It's a Stitch Mobile.
So we was gonna walk over there.
Nat 73 Boyd 73 says John do a citizen's arrest on the cop.
No.
If you look on the other side, you'll see the baby.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Why is it? They got two of them here.
Don't move, they come to get y'all. Yep. They come to get y'all. Y'all bad. Look, keep y'all back because they come to get y'all.
Texas Girl 979 says not bootleg law.
What you think about me for? They gonna get don't be scared now. The Stitch Mobile needs to get on rock. Right there. Look, that man right there.
Stitch Mobile. Can we save Stitch?
Yes, we gotta save Stitch.
Hang in there, Stitch. They're gonna get you out, man. Hang in there, buddy.
He's not gonna get you, boy. Just be still. If you don't be good, they're gonna get you.
Hang in there.
Get that against the truck. Y'all don't need to get on the side.
This cop's breaking in this car, guys.
Dasher TX says she said they coming to get y'all LMAO. Angie 416 says law. Dashing Dasher TX says 80.
Alright, guys. I never seen a cop steal a car right on live stream, guys.
73 says John, where's your cookies, haha?
They don't even care anymore. I'm just kidding, guys. It's Jones. He ain't stealing the car. I'm just kidding. He does seem like he's an expert, though. Just saying.
Had a past.
What'd you do before this? That's what I was gonna ask. This? You can't see, can you? Oh, hell no.
Dashing Dasher TX says I see the light.
Just hang.
Right here. It's not the
It's right
speed,
here.
Bayou Preppers 1 says are you on TT John?
I'm on 3 platforms. We're on.
Nat 73 Boyd 73 says hey Officer John is checking you out law.
So this key, it's like a little funny looking square long key. And this one don't have, we have 2 keys. I left the other key because I'm in the process of moving from Crescentwood. So
Batteries are dead on this?
no, my mama's boyfriend locked the truck. And they didn't know not to lock the truck because I didn't have
Dead on this?
so that's why I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I locked it manually
He locked it from the inside.
after I backed it in.
And we was walking to go get me the other
I
key.
got you. I'm assuming y'all don't know the code either?
Like you
I don't know if it's easier to listen to it.
So we're getting a little help from the local bar.
His mommy didn't tell Paul not to lock the truck.
Oh, hell no. You didn't set off the alarm.
I can't get it off until he's in there. He just triggered the alarm, that's why. Get
Hang in there, Stitch.
Texas Girl 979 says the whole complex is coming outside. Bayou Preppers 1 says no love on TT.
No, it's not working. It's not gonna work until tomorrow. Tomorrow that'll work.
Bayou Preppers 1 says live.
Yeah, no, I said that at the beginning of the night. The on-scene TikTok live is not gonna work until tomorrow. Has problems with the audio. There's even stitches on the back. Stitches everywhere.
Bayou Preppers 1 says KK. J Maple says hold your tongue just right and you'll get it unlocked.
Tyson, Tom, Young, Sam, Ocean, Nora, last name B, Lincoln, Edward, date of birth is 4/21/8.
Bayou Preppers 1 says okay thank you. Vortex says can you ask them if they like Stitch by any chance? Dashing Dasher TX says y'all want me to come show you how it's done. J Maple says snitches get stitches. Tazzy's my dog Go says my daughter would love this car and she is 35. Dashing Dasher TX says not that I've broken into vehicles or anything. Bayou Preppers 1 says who is in the car.
Stitch.
Vortex says LMAO.
Stitch is in the car.
The Yabba Dabba says I love the truck and I am in my 30s haha. The Yabba Dabba says even sported my Stitch shirt today.
Back.
Dashing Dasher TX says Stitch is locked in and can't get back to his Ohana. Tony de Almeida 3 says hey officer, John's checking you out low.
Hey, I'm not.
Dolphin Swimmer says I've seen that vehicle around Alvin. Tony de Almeida 3 says show love 1, show love 1, show love 1. Stream
I got
Element
followers
says Tony
all
de
over.
Almeida 3 just cheered 3 bits.
Thank you for the 3
Stream
bits.
Element says thank you for following JV_112.
Thank you for the follow.
Bandmom 2024 says no sleeping for me at all. Joanne 8775 says free Stitch, free Stitch, free Stitch. J9 Bell says I feel like we're in an escape room and need a hint.
I could do without the horn. I can do without the horn, right?
Tony de Almeida 3 says hey officer John farted he has warrants. Bayou Preppers 1 says I have never seen them break in a car without a child or animal in it.
No, I have seen him.
Vortex says Stitch car final boss. Tony de Almeida 3 says Corgo 1, Corgo 1. Stream Element says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 2 bits. Hammy 9588 says maybe just ask Stitch to unlock the door. Kayla Easterum 39 says I seen this truck on Snapchat today. Cute. Dolphin Swimmer says did they lock their keys in the vehicle?
No, they...
Fencing Code says stop thief. Fencing Code says law.
Oh.
Tony de Almeida 3 says what was this call about?
Okay, let's use some context clues. Let's try some context clues. We got this cop trying to steal a car. We have to rescue Stitch inside the car.
A couple of theories going around.
A few theories.
Vortex says Stitch is no skilled and unemployed. Get him out of there ASAP. Fencing Code says come I would expect more from the professionals. It's a Ford. Pop it and move on.
Just keep it near it.
We put the key in it to like a little slide. Yeah, this truck is weird.
Dashing Dasher
'Cause they had
TX
to
says
make
if you
another
want
key.
the answer it'll cost you 20.
Son of a mother.
J Maple says there's a rock back there that will unlock it. Vortex says OMG Stitch you're causing so much trouble with the alarm man stop it Stitch please. Tony de Almeida 3 says always film 50.
Always.
Bayou Preppers 1 says really trying to get a stuffed animal out lost.
No, he's just trying to help the people. It's not just any stuffed animal, it's
David
Stitch.
041873 says reach across unlock passenger door.
Maybe?
It's the lock on the back door is sticking up a little bit. So you might yeah.
Winter Willow says ooh he's stealing. Matt 73 Boyd 73 says Stitch was trying to steal the car. Tammy Hayes 811 says they probably have roadside service that will come open it for free and they know what they're doing.
Oh man, let's cut him a break, guys. He's trying.
Matt 73 Boyd 73 says John offers Stitch some cookies, maybe he will open the door. The homeless Nana says I bet those apartment PPL are loving this at 11 p.m.
Probably not my speaker.
__ unit says don't they know the keypad on the side of the window?
No, they don't
I'm
know
confused.
the code.
Dashing Dasher TX says it's just like the part in the movie where Stitch stole the red cruiser and as he's flying away the alarm is going off.
You used to work for them people? You used to have that minivan.
9416 says 5. Genold says 5.
Hey, did it, guys.
J9L says the phone woke my husband. He thought his alarm clock was going off long.
You got it, guys.
One says call the hot fireman, they can get in.
He got in, guys. There we go.
M9588
All right.
says yay.
Stitch is free. Stitch is free.
Dashing Dasher TX says Stitch is free.
Stitch is free, everyone.
Nat 73 Boyd 73 says it's about time, officer. Renatement says
Guys.
okay kids, Stitch is free. Vortex
Stitch is
says
free.
congrats Stitch for unlocking the car man. RTK _ 1414 says Stitch is free.
Stitch is free, everyone.
Tazzy's my dog though says cops won't do that in Utah unless there is a kid or animal. The
Oh.
homeless Nana says cops help you get in your car if you lock the keys in. I didn't know that. Tammy Hayes 811 says cops just helped her steal a car.
Stitch is free. Stitch is free, everyone. All right, they're taking pictures. That's good. All right.
Michelle 210 says lol. Tazzy's my dog go says now John that parking wow.
What is bad? This way, I think it's a solid 4. And that's 2 for
Winter
putting in
Willow
park.
says are you doing the on-scene TikToks tonight?
No, not tonight. I'm sorry.
Pammy 9588 says plot twist. It's her ex's truck. Jay Naples says go get in the picture John.
Nah.
Tazzy's my dog go says 5. BC Scanner says.
Oh, I'm typing. Hopefully I'm not banning.
BC Scanner says. David 041873 says I'll give 6.5.
I gave me 2 for
Michelle
putting in park.
210 says law.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. The TikTok stuff will
Matt
work tomorrow.
73 Boyd 73 says 2 for putting it in park and 2 for creatively law.
That's what I was thinking. 2
RTK _ 1414 says watch out everyone is getting banned.
I hope not. If I did, I'll unban you tomorrow, I promise.
Trevor Watts 596 says John don't ban everyone.
I hope I didn't. It does that in my pocket sometimes.
And to have like legitimacy in this country, you've got to do what, something like that.
William Top 11 says you've been here a lot.
I've been here a few times, yes.
You have to own it. You don't.
222 traffic. New way on.
New way. It's not too far.
0191, jumping and ball 019.
Hammy 9588 says don't unban the ones I banned though, lol.
What I meant to say is...
Dashing Dasher TX says pocket tots.
Oh, Stitch is free, guys.
Tony de Almeida 3 says, how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh,
Trevor
wonderful.
Watts 596 says, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says, Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 4 bits.
Thank you for the 4 bits,
Tony
Trevor.
de Almeida 3 says, pride 1, 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 pride 1. Stream Elements says, Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 9 bits.
Thank you for the 9 bits.
Matt 73 Boyd 73 says, can't believe them officers helped them steal that truck law.
Call the job, please.
Tony de Almeida 3 says 4 head 1 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 4 head 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 21 bits.
Thank you for the 21
Tony
bits.
de Almeida 3 says party 1 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 party 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 21 bits.
Thank you so much.
Tony de Almeida 3 says Kappa 1 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 Kappa 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 21 bits. Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1 cheer 1 cheer 1 cheer 1 cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 5 bits.
Up to 5 bits. Thank you, Trevor.
Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 1 bit.
Thank you for the 1 bit.
Tony de Almeida 3 says Mr. Destructoid 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 1 bit. Trevor Watts 596 says Shamrock 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 1 bit. The Chimneys _ Jack says hey John.
Hey.
Insurance verified manually on an Opel Toyota expired June of 23. Martinez on its week showing eligible on Zoom.
Where you at?
Headed to get gas.
The return's gonna be in your box.
Thank you.
John Daly 1 says G-Day.
Good day to you. How you doing, man? What was the reason for the stop? I can't hear you.
Preppers 1 says it's crazy for it being a Monday.
Allegedly. Gotcha. Well, hopefully you get a warning and you'll be on your way. Man, this car is, the fan has been on like this, running at 100% for a while. I say we give him a warning. I say we give him a warning. No, warning. Let's go warning. I think he's thinking warning like we're thinking warning.
Back parking lot of the PD.
Back parking lot of the PD.
The Yabba Dabba says what an air freshener. The Yabba Dabba says 15. John Daly 1 says, do you follow the cops around in America?
Yes, I'm in America.
Life 4 Fun 20 says, warning Tuesday, John.
It doesn't have the same ring to it, but I like it. Yeah, I'm in America.
Underscore unit says, excuse me, sir, you have an ass hanging in your window. Jay Naples says, sir, I have questions about the air freshener. Does it smell like ass?
Make sure you get in contact with the sheriff's office about that. Make sure you add it to your vehicle as soon as possible. Right now you're operating
Oh, warnings. So, man, what's the air freshener smell like? What does the air freshener smell like? It's interesting.
Like black ice.
Black ice? Oh, that's the same one I use.
Yeah, that's the scent that it comes. They all come in, honestly. I guess
Gotcha.
It's like some local brand in Houston. It's called like Rock Connecta. Something like that.
420, right?
What?
420, that's the reason for the air freshener?
Nah.
No. All right. Guys, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat,
Jay
guys.
Naples says black ass or ice.
Black ass. You're not getting me canceled. All right, you got a warning, guys. All he had was the car. Everything else wasn't good. He just had the car.
The Yabba Dabba says always film 5-0.
Always. All he had was a car. He got warnings.
That page girl 3 says always film 5-0. Bio Preppers 1 says ask him to show it to us. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says he's like no comment about 420.
Do what? That's right, man. Well, I'm glad you're free. BC scanner on all platforms, man. All right. There you go, man. Well, I'm glad you're free. You're welcome.
Film my grandma.
Always. We got a new fan, guys.
Date of birth 8/13/96. 8/13/96. Could be a junior.
Where's he at? Where's he at now?
Winter Willow says why was he pulled over?
That car's got some problems. But basically not having master's permission to drive. That's the main reason. Someone asked if we film cops in America. Yes, I'm in America. Brazoria County, Texas. We apparently have a traffic jam here.
420, return on Andre Rainey Wilson Jr.
Gulf Monster 552 says Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
425.
Bayou Preppers 1 says Gulf of Texas.
Unfortunately, I was given regarding camping ordinance. Really stand for. Get back in.
Well, Stitch is free, that's good.
GameRage_Zone says we film in a sim game. The people who make this game did a really good job on making it real life like.
It's GTA 6 release. Finally. That was an interesting air freshener.
Coming out into the overpass at...
Winter Willow says Gulf of SpaceX rocket parts that went boom.
That's why my Starlink's not working. I asked him.
GameRage_Zone says GTA 7 before GTA 6. John meets the look of it.
I asked him the 420 question because usually if you have an air freshener like that, they assume that you're trying to cover up the odor. So that's why I asked him that question. I was obviously kidding.
Jay Maple says, does he know we were talking about the ass freshener, or did he have another one?
No, I'm assuming that's the only one. It's the only one I saw. I don't know why it got my attention.
Bayou Preppers 1 says because it was Bigfoot in a thong.
Oh, it's Bigfoot in a thong. That's what it was.
Jay Maple says indecent exposure with that bad boy. Gulp Monster 552 says where can I buy this ass freshener, asking for a friend.
I don't know. Couches and beds there if anybody wants them. Hardly any bed bugs.
Be on property. Closer mile. 413. En route. You should be emergent. 1 patient, 2 riders, 1 case.
GameRage_Zone says you can buy ass freshener prog from the fart jar sellers. Gulp Monster 552 says, John, have you ever smelled the fart spray?
Yeah, I have. It's not fun.
Lil 19303 says just a couple. Winter Willow says John makes the fart spray. April TXRN says we probably smelled it in high school before it was bottled into a spray. Tammy Hayes 811 says Bigfoot in a thong trying to live like Bill in Surfside. Trevor Watts 596 says John, there is a snake under your seat.
Oh man, again? Let me get the big scanner on, guys.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, hey, can someone go and take a picture of the ass freshener and post it in Discord?
All right, the big scanner's on. Everybody get out and stretch for a minute.
Angie 416 says 25.
Check our battery level. See how that's doing. We're at 60%, we're good.
Bayou Preppers 1 says keep all body parts inside Pearl at all times.
All right, everybody back in. Everybody back in.
Gulp Monster 552 says someone sprayed fart spray as a senior prank and had to close down 2 hallways. Tammy Hayes 811 says be careful, he will leave you. Winter Willow says the trunk is a bit packed tonight. Angie 416 says no snakes in the trunk. Monster 552 says John is Pammy the Big Spoon. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says there is a copperhead under John's seat.
Man, there better not be. We'll straight up crash. Guys, we got 131 miles of gas left.
Send me a copy of that call. I'm en route.
J Boogie 1620 says, did you hear about the weather? Gulp Monster 552 says let's take a road trip to Florida.
We got 131 miles. I don't know if we'll make it.
Trevor Watts 596 says there is actually 3 copperheads under her seat, John. Gulp Monster 552 says it's okay, we can push the car. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says he got in when you open the door, Frankie is wait for you to move to take care of him.
All right.
Damon, apartment 31, firefighter safety.
Kirsty Brad says hi, John.
Hi.
Gulp Monster 552 says Snake Lives Matter.
SMU 705 Central, 200 Damon, apartment 31, 200 Damon, apartment 31, firefighter safety, West Summer Trail on 31. 36 from out.
Dispatch 6 is going to be lifting 4 east base, 4 forward, 1 plus.
631.
Jack Gonzalez says, are we there yet?
For East Base.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, we told Frankie he had to wait or we would crash. Kirsty Brad says, how are you, John?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Gamerage_zone says, disagree to disagree with that.
45, show me out 20, Clifford Hill.
Gulp Monster 552 says, John, would you rather have a wasp in your car or a decent-sized spider?
538,
I'm gonna go spider.
3271. 312 the north dispatch.
Kirsty Brad says, good, what was for dinner?
Oh boy.
Angie 416 says, all this crash talk, I got my helmet. Gulp Monster 552 says, wasp are bullies.
They are.
Gulp Monster 552 says, John, have you ever been to South Carolina?
I've been in North Carolina.
445, return on Eloy Johannes Jr. shows to be.
Hey, 618. There's just going to be a DL that's here with this property.
Right.
3294219. Frank 3294219.
Johannes Jr. shows to be not valid. No one.
That's clear. There's just going to be a DL that's here with this property. The Frank 3294219. Frank 3294219. Supervisor should exit 27 as well, but for all her information, noted.
That's cool.
Seven four seven 23. You advise return. Do it.
Out of Brazoria is eligible and clear. Insurance unconfirmed on the 2010 Nissan. Registration expired May 24th.
You advise return.
Trevor Watts 596 says, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says, Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 2 bits. J Maple says, do it.
I'm banning people. I think they just made an arrest. Their light was shined. Their light was shined over there. So my guess, and I'm 100% completely guessing, my guess is there was a homeless person sleeping under that bridge over there. That's my guess. This guy's still sitting here. Did the cop get a warning? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Why didn't I think of that? I'm the one that's supposed to have the jokes. That's actually pretty good. Did the cop get a warning? Come over here so we can listen to the scanner.
14
I don't know why he's sitting there. Guys, that's good parking. Maybe about a 5, only because of the distance. There's a little bit of distance, but I think it's a solid 5 though.
Dashing Dasher TX says 80. Gulp Monster 552 says, John, have you been drinking again? Michelle 210 says 80. David 041873 says 8. Iceman says 7. Jay Maples says no. Show the other side where you're over the line.
Come on, man. Let me make it. Let me make it.
Mayu Preppers 1 says, why are we stopped? Tammy Hayes 811 says, I wish they'd leave the homeless alone. Gulp Monster 552 says, this is 2 nights in a row of concerned parking. Flanks _ 991 says, John, I got a question. Can I text you on Discord?
Yep.
Dashing Dasher TX says, sir. That a 1.5.
What do you mean?
35.5.
Yeah, she can send me a message on Discord.
That's clear. Nobody, I haven't heard anybody else. As you go by, I'll follow in behind you.
The Yabba Dabadoo says him who they follow. Flint's _ 991 says it's personal business. I don't want to put anyone's business out there.
Gotcha. That is the fire department. I believe in Damon. I think it's Damon Fire Department. The only reason I know is they called EMS for firefighter safety.
Okay, that's just clear.
23, oh yes, can I? Advise given the park was cleared.
Park was cleared. That's in Freeport. Guys, don't go to the park after night.
Okay, that's just clear.
I mean, we pay for them, but we just can't use them at night, so.
Dashing Dasher TX says, do I need to bust out the tape measure for the distance to the curb? Somebody could have come flying through there with their lights off and hit Pearl.
Allegedly. There's not many people driving around without their lights on, Dasher. There's not a lot of people that do that.
I didn't know, and then I'll clear myself off, so.
Are you checking? That's clear. That's clear.
Hey, this doesn't say no U-turn anymore, technically, I don't think.
Are you checking? That's clear.
guys remember when Walmart was open 24 hours?
Bayou Preppers 1 says it's been really busy lately.
Thank you, 26.
DJ Talk 7 says yes and upset they aren't. Dashing Dasher TX says I'm just saying theoretically. It could happen. It is a Monday. Monday can be very Mondays sometimes. Trevor Watts 596 says how the scanner John is it charged?
Sorry guys, that's good.
Flint's underscore 991 says just texted you.
Alright,
Gamerage underscore zone says is it still not 24 hours? I thought they went back to 24 hours after COVID.
Nope, ours never did. That's a good stop.
Icemaneer says I remember when we had at least one supermarket that stayed open to 12 a.m. Eastern. Now they are closed at 10 p.m. or earlier.
The only thing open really now is gas stations.
Go ahead and show me off duty. Next coverage, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Dashing Dasher TX says they were supposed to go back to 24 hours at some point this year, but I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Man. So you can do deliveries? Or so you can shop? We can go check our park.
Icemaneer says we have 24-hour McDonald's only because it's located on a local highway.
On North Dispatch.
Still one, though.
Fire location. Stitches pulled out stations as well. Van aren't fit on stove.
You're breaking up, buddy.
Michelle 210 says we have a 24-hour Wendy's and McDonald's.
Still one. Can you
Flint's underscore 991 says when me and family ate too late we'd go walk around Walmart so the food can go down long. Gamerage underscore zone says crazy what COVID did when you think about it.
Yeah. Well,
Dashing Dasher TX says I like going when the store isn't packed.
Well, they basically determined their profits didn't go down as much. So it was kind of pointless. They didn't lose money, so.
Medicaid.
I think they actually determined they made money because they don't have to pay all the employees.
Yeah. 558, clear for disturbance.
And now if you need like a lint roller in the middle of the night,
J Maple
can't get
says
one.
it did what they wanted it to all.
If you need a lint roller in the middle of the night, you're just screwed now. I just picked random objects you can't get at
Dashing Dasher
Buc-ee's.
TX says we have Whataburger, McDonald's, Burger King, and Jack in the Box. I think Taco Bell and Wendy's close at 2.
Okay, 522. I'll be in route for that call.
Gamerage_zone says back in the day when stores were 24 hours, people would do the 24 hours sleeping challenge in stories. Dashing Dasher TX says 6. AD101 says lint rollers are sold at Bixess.
Oh, are they? I was just trying to pick a random object.
Michelle 210 says 1.
You can actually get a lint roller at Buc-ee's? I'm almost tempted to test that. I'm almost tempted to go to Buc-ee's to see if we can get a lint roller.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says China slammed the U.S. farmers that utilized potash on their farms by raising tariffs 125%.
Engine 201.
Angie 416 says 5. Michelle 210 says 6. Michelle 210 says 5. Frensincode says bro you can get a lint roller in Buc-ee's.
I'm tempted to test it. I mean, I don't need a lint roller. I was just naming random object.
April TXRN says every time you say that I think of the commercial Lint Lee. Dashing Dasher TX says you can in diapers. We know how you need those lol. Dashing Dasher TX says 7. Roger Peterson says 6. Rhea 1962 says I'm thinking I've seen them at Buc-ee's. Chiquita 3K says hey everyone and John.
Hey.
Daphne says what's up?
What's up, Daphne?
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says how about marbles in a bag?
Marbles in a bag. I don't think that's definitely not getting. We can't get that at Buc-ee's.
AD101 says why do we need a lint roller?
I was just.
Frankie is not shedding.
He might be shedding. Speaking of which, y'all need to start cleaning.
Chiquita 3K says I thought it was like a Walmart but don't sell marbles.
I'm not gonna mention any names, but you guys gotta start cleaning up the trunk when you leave. I don't want to point out names. I think you know who you are, and you need to clean it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
J Maple says I bet they have it in U section John. The marbles. Dashing Dasher TX says 56. Vegas_local says one time I forgot the tuna casserole only once. Chiquita 3K says nope me sorry I always leave early. J Maple says I will since he called me out last night. Dasher. Lenaidman says we need marbles in the trunk.
Since we do have a history there.
Boba Fett 271 says some people in the trunk are ashy get some lotion.
Light just went out.
Chiquita 3K says I didn't do it. I had never heard of it. Whatever snacks I bring, I take with me.
All right. See, that's what we need. I think it was a tuna casserole that wasn't very wonderful smelling.
AD101 says Frankie said he was trying to get a trash bag to clean it, but everyone thought I was scared.
It's green. Let's go.
Chiquita 3K says ew. Michelle 200 calling the kettle black. Dashing Dasher TX says, or it was all your cheeseburger wrappers and milkshakes you've been hiding from Pam.
Possibility.
Fourth on traffic. Zero ball 8424. Zero ball 8424. CVS Blue Jeep. Fourth on traffic.
Next, it's ringing out show state location for patient transfer.
CVS Blue Jeep, Lake Jackson.
CVS Blue Jeep.
We might be able to make it there. What is rattling? Stop it.
Dashing Dasher TX says -2. Daphne Chiquita 3K says I told you guys too. Michelle 210 says -2.
You guys are so good at math.
Winter Willow says show me at Bucky's getting a donut and a Monster Energy drink. Daphne Chiquita 3K says told you guys I wasn't going to stay on kick. If y'all attack me as soon as I get on here I'm going to lose every time. Friend Syncode says I am cheating. I am using Excel for my math. Michelle 210 says lol I was going to be an accountant then changed my mind. J Maple says damn was that the tires. Friend Syncode says A1, B1. Friend Syncode says Winter Willow says I don't have to think anymore. Chat GPT does it for me now. Friend Syncode says some A1. B1.
Are you running a script?
Fencing code says poor bot can't read code.
So are you running a script to get it automated? Would be it kind of takes some of the fun out of it, but would completely be possible.
4 Charles 10, 5558, 2529, take over.
They're fine.
Fencing code says for what?
For the kick Botrix drops. I'm just
Michelle
kidding.
210 says 63. Daphne Chiquita 3K says 54. Daphne Chiquita 3K says I'm not good at math, damn it. Fencing code says I guess IA could be a superstar and actually phonetically do the code. Little _ unit says sorry in advance, John. My dad joke of the night before bed. A truckload of Viagra was stolen. They are looking for hardened criminals.
I'm the only
Fencing code says my code doesn't work because I don't know how to spell. Michelle 210 says math and sciences were my favorite and chemistry. Pammy 9588 says okay babe in chat. My anti-hag treatment is done and I have to get some sleep. Good night all.
Good night.
Fencing code says hell yeah on the science nerd.
Alright, this is gonna be, oh man.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says good night lovely.
Missed it, guys. We missed it. Which I kind of thought we might, but.
Fencing code says nighty night. Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says as if.
There was gonna be horrible parking anyway. Let's get out of here.
Fencing code says bro it's a standoff at the CVS. Angie 416 says good night Pammy.
Okay, can I get your route 14 to the all of it?
Table.
You were 21. 3529, go ahead. What day the address you were showing me?
Fencing code says wasn't that the same department that drove into the 5-0 mobile.
That was Clute, yeah. That was not. They all look alike though. And they're funny costumes.
Left like 5 northeast, left at 5 northeast. Need you to respond for a neonate transfer coming out of Memorial Herman to Woodlands, Hotel 136, coming back to Herman. Going back to Memorial Herman northeast direction. Memorial Herman northeast.
North base.
Gulp Monster 552 says, John, have you ever seen anyone pull a weapon out while being pulled over?
Nope.
Frensincode says dressed in the same looking like costumes. Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says here go the calls.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that. Let's go check and see if they put our signs in the park yet.
Frensincode says I hope you never do see it either.
Yeah, because it's not going to turn out good.
Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1 cheer 1.
Thank you, Trevor.
Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 2 bits.
Thank you, Trevor.
Gulp Monster 552 says what about assaulting a cop?
They've claimed I have before. They wrote me a ticket.
200 block of Hargett. Yeah, Black Dodge. Yeah.
300 block of Hargett. Okay,
Mexico
gotcha.
plate, David Lincoln 359.
They wrote me a ticket once for
Michelle
$309.
210 says I say NP they didn't. Wilbur Willow says what's on the C notes tonight? Dashing Dasher TX says this isn't Bakersfield. Law. Gulp Monster 552 says John how could you?
They claimed I did. They claimed I bumped into him and it was assault by contact. They wrote me a $309 ticket, but then it was dismissed. They did arrest me though.
Trevor Watts 596 says do you need to charge the scanner cheer 1 cheer 1? Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 2 bits.
Thank you for the 2 bits.
Frensincode says okay Mr. Officer, show me on this doll where John hurt your feelings.
Right. Yeah. I was like, for $309 you can assault a police
Richard
officer?
Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says good for your sake.
I was gonna ask for a trial by jury, so it wasn't, even though it was a Class C, I do everything trial by jury.
AD101 says yes we remember you whooped the officer. Michelle 210 says good to know I mean oh wow. Frensincode says LL.
Man, I just got, never mind. Let me wait till I get out of this area.
Frensincode says law. Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says you have to assuage their egos when you roll up.
1636. And left up.
Kyle and Parker, okay.
222 traffic.
Let me hear what he says.
Okay, go ahead.
William David King 1636. William David King 1636. Stand by for stop. We're currently at Collin Harbor.
Currently at Kyle and Parker.
Okay.
About that. Collin, 280.
Between Kyle and 288B.
Okay.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says on the bad days ride the leg. Friend Code says all he has to do to trigger them is point the camera.
They're going to be stopped at
Jay Maples says.
West Collin, 28B.
That's a good stop.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says underwhelming.
The key holder's not going to make a scene. What is this region? 14. Not going to make scenes. No return for that vehicle. Rest in the rest.
Dashing Dasher TX says 72. Michelle 210 says 72.
10. So what is this region? There's going to be no return for that vehicle. There's no record for that name and date of birth.
Okay. 23 knows, just advise it.
Jamie Nicole B says hello all.
Hello to you.
Get your duels. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says pavement seams are hypnotic.
Insurance confirmed on that vehicle layman out of vehicle turning on longer. Very clear for return.
Good.
Insurance confirmed on that vehicle layman out of report showing eligible and clear.
10-4.
Gold Monster 552 says, John, do you gamble?
It's not legal in Texas, but I used to. I used to go to New Orleans and Louisiana a lot.
No matter what's necessary.
Gold Monster 552 says poker or blackjack.
Just mostly slot machines. They were my downfall.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says the second guy you gave lights to was super happy about the gift.
Yep. Speaking of which, I have 2 more sets. I gotta get some more.
AD101 says it legal to gamble on 288B.
No, you can't gamble on 288B. I don't go to those game rooms, man. I want to play for real money. Alright, he's done with that stop. He's already headed that way.
Friend Syncode says funny story about casinos and an IT director. Jay Maple says it's legal to gamble while on the trunk.
But there's a lot of water in the ditch. So I can't really get to it. That's better. Can you call for a record? The vehicle's going to be in the ditch, but there's a lot of water in the ditch, so I can't really get to it.
Alright, let's see. Does anybody see lights in Angleton? What are they going to do?
Yeah, I got the plate. The plate is...
Friend Syncode says, hell, I think you're gambling right now, driving around with all those nasties that cause people to run.
Go ahead and contact county as well. It's going to be their jurisdiction. Possibly going to be a 55.
I don't know where that's at.
Perfect. Do you want me to call the record, or you want county to get there and call the record?
Just contact them, regardless.
It's yellow, guys. That might be on 288B. So he said a car's in the ditch, there's a lot of water. He called for the tow truck. Said possibly a 55, which means DUI. And what is he gonna do, have the tow truck? He doesn't want to get in the water. So he calls for a tow truck. Is he gonna tow the truck with the guy in it or what? Is the guy out? He's never indicated whether the person or persons were out of the car. I hope I can find this one.
Can you advise where exactly it's going to be at? Is it south of 220?
South of 220. Yeah, it's going to be. We're going to be able to find it.
2 hours from Edinburgh.
Damn it, Life Flight.
11.5, have you relocate Nerman?
We can get there.
One time Treasure Bear Farmers, Frank John Zebra 2174. Frank John Zebra 2174. Treasure Bay Apartments, Frank John Zebra 2174. Frank John Zebra 2174.
Treasure Bay Apartments, just in case that one escalates.
5413, Grove Hospital, back in service. Put it up on.
What?
5032 7534 5032 7534. Put it up on.
Bye.
5032-7534, 5032-7534.
20, return on.
04 Central. Block South Unit Business on Tom Lincoln William 2702, Tom Lincoln William 2702, to the white color Cadillac.
20, return on Connor Trustin Watson out of Cliff to the Valley Noah.
Block South Unit Business on Tom Lincoln William 2702, Tom Lincoln William 2702, to the white color Cadillac.
Yeah. That's what we're speaking about.
Michelle 210 says 30. Stream Elements says thank you for following Rabid Robert NZ.
Rabid Robert, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Another one. Yeah, apartment 114.
Dang it. Alright, so as soon as I come up here to Angleton, there is a stop at Treasure Bay Apartments.
Another one. Yeah, apartment 114.
Roger Peterson says 40.
But I can, if I can't find this, I'll cut down 220 and get there
Richard
quick.
Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says Da Bay.
4 Charleston, I'll take that long. You can disregard your unit.
I just don't know if this is on this side of 288 or the other one.
Thanks, sir.
Everything's 10-4, disregarding the second unit.
AD 101 says stop at one of the casinos. Frankie is feeling lucky.
Yeah, it's right up. It's right up here.
Order was clear, 445.
No action. Collection of verbal warnings and drop a warrant service at that apartment. I'll be having notes of that one here shortly.
Dang, I think the guy ran in the apartment. Alright, I found him. I found the guy in the ditch.
With no action. Collection of verbal warnings and drop a warrant service at that apartment. I'll be having notes of that one here shortly. Correct, Overton.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says search and secure.
420, same apartment number?
Correct, 114.
Oh, there's kids? Where? Right there? Okay, gotcha.
Good.
27 pounds for that main date of birth. Insurance confirmed on the 13th Cadillac flight.
Sir, thank you.
Which includes EMS, first out, first down. Using route to 540 East Plantation. 540 East Plantation for a 48-year-old female having a seizure. Time zone 0025.
The Yabba Dabadoo says, was she all edgely a dooey? Angie 416 says, oh damn.
You got access over there?
Tanya Thomas 12 says, the heck happened? Justifiable says it ain't got no gas in it. Bayou Preppers 1 says, wow, that's not a road. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, lizards free roaming. J Booty 1620 says, toe guy ain't gonna like this one, lol, I know I wouldn't.
Huh?
Alright, tow guy's here.
DJ Talk 7 says she thought she was on a roller coaster ride. J Maple says, I bet that was a scary ride for the kiddos. Justifiable says, hey officer, you can't park there. Boba Fett 271 says L watch out for gators. Michelle 200.
I'll put it down when they come out, by the way. How you doing, man? Yeah, I got you. I know what I'm doing. I know there's kids. I'm not going to film the kids. I'm a professional. I'm a professional, man.
And that's why I like you.
There you go. I already knew. That nice guy told me right over there, so.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
I'll put it down when there to go from here to there.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I'm getting the kids.
All right, I got you. We'll record the truck. That's what we'll do. All right, guys. They're gonna move the kids around. One. Oh man. All right. Kids have been moved.
21, 70, 97, 73.
Thank you for letting me know that, man. All right, we'll watch the tow truck company get it out. Let me get out of their way.
What do you need?
Hey, drop the case number.
Yabba Dabbity says praying it was family who came to get the kids to avoid further trauma.
Yeah, it was.
It's about to be a pain in this car.
All right, guys.
RTK_1414 says that will be interesting getting it out.
I don't know. I think it's over here. It's not going to be as bad.
Nah, actually over there's a lot more money.
Second out, first down, second out, first down. You come out to 106.
Mayu Preppers 1 says who is the lady?
I don't know. I don't care. I never put people's names out there.
Countdown 0032.
The girls?
Colleges 997.5, 99,
J Maples says 10 for parking.
I already explained to her dad what was going on.
Perfect. Thank you.
10 for parking. You guys say my parking's bad. Alright guys, one thing I learned is toe straps break, so I kind of stand back a little bit.
Bayou Preppers 1 says what I was asking who was driving.
Oh, it was
Fencing code says is me, or are you not supposed to park there?
I think it's frowned upon. I think parking here is definitely frowned upon.
Kaylee says seems like a Dewey to me. Poor kids. The Yabba Dabadoo says now if that's a 10, John needs more grace.
That's right.
Boba Fett 271 says she almost Dukes of Hazzard it over. Luis Rodriguez says I see you. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says it's the wire rope to worry on.
Yeah.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says I would think just a little bit. Dashing Dasher TX says 10 for creativity.
That's... Give him some light.
Vegas _ local says is she getting arrested?
Yeah, she's already been arrested. That was definitely a DUI because they were reading the DIC. So.
Michelle 210 says poor kids.
Yeah, there were 3 kids, by the way. 3 kids in the vehicle. Just so you know. 3 babies. Well, not babies, but little kids.
DJ Talk 7 says looks like Snake Central.
Yeah, I'm
Daphne
kinda...
Chiquita 3K says oh that's going to be a bad situation.
You guys want to stay and watch a tow or on to the next
Leah
scene?
1962 says so sad.
You want to stay and watch a tow or on to the next one?
Stream Elements says thank you for following Jibba Joppa.
Thank you for the follow. Jibba Joppa.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says on to the next one. I want to see how they can pull this car out of there. Bayou Preppers 1 says next call. Leah 1962 says watch. Renadement says watch the tow. Ali Morgan says to the next. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says watch the tow.
Alright, let's watch the tow.
Texas Girl 979 says what area of Angleton is this?
Right by
Iceman says is that
220.
some type of storm drain for water runoff?
I guess
Seems
so.
like it could almost use a barrier so people don't accidentally drive into it. Boba Fett 271 says Frankie likes this neighborhood. Daphne Chiquita 3K says she is so lucky how she's got that car driven in there. Earl Gillespie says what happened?
She went in the ditch.
Melanie Syop 1784 says the kids must have been terrified. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says oops. Bayou Preppers 1 says she is very lucky the kids are not hurt. J Boogie 1620 says lol when people ask what happened and it pretty much explains itself as something lol. Daphne Chiquita 3K says, poor baby, I can only imagine what she's going to have to go through. Michelle 210 says, hopefully the kids were sleeping. Daphne Chiquita 3K says, poor babies, dang, the phone, come on, work with me.
said the keys were in it?
Angie 416 says 10. Daphne Chiquita 3K says 10.
Go ahead and check out the black one. Hey, you need the light? No. Ready?
Yeah. Hold up.
Russell Morrow says, morning all from St. Louis, Missouri.
Good morning to you.
Russell Morrow says, thank you.
This way?
You're 8, 6, you're 574, you're 8, 6, you're 574.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, straining the wire.
Like he's trying to get it so he can pull it more of an angle. I'm definitely not a tow professional, but
Michelle 210 says angels were protecting those kids.
Ready?
Yeah.
Kayleigh says, I feel like tow trucks should have more than one guy, for the muscle and help. Kayleigh says he's trusting a random girl to operate his machinery.
That's their partner. They're partners. No, they're partners. They're both towers. Tow professionals.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says, thank goodness it wasn't any worse.
416 showing up.
James D. Gaming says, you can't park there, sir. Trevor Watts 596 says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says Trevor Watts 596 just cheered 3 bits.
Thank you for the 3 bits.
Boba Fett 271 says she was walking down the road, he asked for help.
No.
Nidablazes says professionals yet. Agreed. Leah 1962 says my son-in-law was a tow truck driver and it can be a dangerous job.
It definitely can be.
Angie 416 says glad they all are okay. J Boogie 1620 says probably help if it was in neutral.
Yeah, guys, if you can see
Michelle 210 says I drove tow trucks and worker at a garage when I was 17 and guess what, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says
they don't like me, I think because I'm a smoker. I don't think they like me because I'm a smoker. Don't, just put up with the mosquitoes. No, guys, when you do see the tow truck lights, pull over for them just like you would a cop. It's a dangerous profession. It really is. They put up with a lot of crap.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says the smoke keeps the mosquitoes away.
It really does. I don't suggest smoking to get rid of mosquitoes, by the way.
Leah 1962 says much respect for them. When on the side of the highway, drivers do not care and fly right past them.
I agree.
Says or you can let the mosquito man spray you down.
No. I definitely avoid the mosquito man.
James D. Gaming says how did it get there, just tuned in. The Yabba Dabba
DUI
says
stop.
that actually makes sense. When I used to smoke, the mosquitoes left me alone. About 3 months after I quit, they started to eat me alive again. Richard Julia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says a bounce dryer sheet rubbed on you and clothes shoosh skeeters away. With Life for Fun 20 says move over for all M's fire police and tow trucks. AD 101 says is the cute female officer single.
Y'all stop being thirsty. Stop it. Y'all stop being thirsty.
Russell Morrow says how did the car end up there? J Boogie 1620 says I smoke and they still bite me like crazy.
Maybe my theory is wrong.
271 says move over for dispensary delivery drivers also.
Also Camaros.
416 says dryer sheets do work. Stream Elements says thank you for following Jocelyn 218.
Thank you for the follow.
Jay says left it there to go grocery shopping. Jay Maple says yay don't be thirsty in chat.
That's gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be annoying. Wow.
AD 101 says tell the cute female officer I have warrants. Michelle 210 says we are journalists John, we need it for our story. Russell Morrow says was it a Dewey?
Yes. Allegedly. Just saying, allegedly.
Dashing Dasher TX says the car identified as a skateboard. How else do y'all think it got there?
Still starts. That's good. Guys, that's a terrible spot to stand. That might buff right out.
Dasher TX says 17. Daphne Chiquita 3K says 70. AD101 says John Gray stand in front of the cute female officer.
Stop
I
it.
don't want her getting hurt by the tow truck. Brit's Creation says he everyone. Simply Brit here.
Hello to you.
Hold the brake.
Wanna look in there now?
No, no. It came off the other side. The hook came on the other side.
James D Gaming says, did you park it there, John?
Nope, I wasn't
Daphne
me.
Chiquita
Not to me this
3K
time.
says, told you guys I was not good at math. Boba Fett 271 says, I just seen actor Malcolm Jamal Warren died today, drowned in Costa Rica.
I saw that.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says Earl Scheib will buff any car for 99.95. Stream Element says thank you for following Caesar65.
Caesar65 with the follow. Thank you so much.
J Boogie 1620 says watch it slide right back down lol JK.
That would suck.
Michelle 210 says Udo better get Mako.
I think you meant Mako, but I don't think you're going to get that to pronounce right. Hey, I think that cop's drinking.
Michelle 210 says yes. Daphne Chiquita 3K says I'm just so glad it wasn't worse than what it was.
Absolutely.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says Mako.
Alright, that.
Russell Morrow says oh no. James D Gaming says looks like the driver was thirsty. Kayleigh says oof, she had alcohol in there. Daphne Chiquita 3K says what they found they can drink after they get off work tonight. Michelle 210 says is Stitch in there.
No, Stitch is not in there. That's another stop. That was
Jay
the other
Maple
stop.
says we filmed cops stealing a car and driving tonight. We're going viral.
I could go on the other side and get that, but y'all are gonna have to. I'm not walking over there. Just not, guys.
Jay Maple says she was about as thirsty as Chad. Daphne Chiquita 3K says you don't want to find snakes.
Nope.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Hudson Maggie.
Hudson with the follow. Thank you so much.
J Boogie 1620 says looks like it's all under control. We can leave now.
That's good. I agree.
Angie 416 says cops stealing cars and drinking. No way. Boba Fett 271
yeah, I'm
says
heading
you
out.
know family hurt by DWI should be able to tase these fools.
You okay?
Richard Jr. L.
All right,
Road
all right.
Roper Cyclone says the snakes won't get ya.
No, they're gonna get me. They're gonna come get me. All right. I would never do anything unsafe. It's against all platform policies. All right, guys, let's get back to work. Walking on the right
Arnott
side.
says I just want to hear my name said in AI. Ha ha ha. Watching from Nay, Oklahoma.
Oh. Walking on the right side of the road.
AD101 says tell the cute officer bye for now.
I don't want to run over that.
J. Alfano says where is this?
This
Just
is in
curious watching from Missouri and it's the same time here.
It's
Great
Angleton.
stuff by the way.
Thank you.
Michelle 210 says thank God that everyone isn't hurt. Cars can be replaced.
I agree. Guys, put it in the chat.
271 says we're walking on the right side of the road.
Put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the chat.
says Shadow John.
Shadow
Angie
John.
416 says Shadow John. Dashing Dasher TX says she was as thirsty as a couple people in Kick. I won't mention any names. Cough cough LMAO. J Boogie 1620 says 10 for parking.
Thanks. I forgot to even rate the parking. I think it's pretty good. I think it's not bad. I mean, compared to being in the ditch, my parking doesn't look so bad now, does it? I could have parked where she parked.
Angie 416 says LMAO. Daphne Chiquita 3K says amen always film 50. Angie 416 says always film 50.
102 AR en route.
J Boogie 1620 says to early John Law. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says J John tell the officer about that debris. Daphne Chiquita 3K says John that's not a good spot to be perky.
Nah, it's not, but heck, it's on the shoulder. It's on the shoulder.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says so other cars don't hit it.
Yeah, it's on the shoulder of the road. Like, I shouldn't be on the shoulder, right? Yeah,
J
it's
Boogie
not in the road.
1620 says defrost.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on right now, guys. Putting the defrost on right now. It's just been sitting here a while.
I'm in talk as well.
Clear.
All right, now we're clear.
James D Gaming says they would have seen it when they got there.
Yeah, that debris was off on the shoulder, where it should be. I mean, I'd rather be there than
J
if
Boogie
it's
1620 says your defrost works good.
Yeah. It cleared it right up, didn't it? We got something going on up here. I think I got an ant. Yeah, I'm in Central Time for the person asking about the time. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're about 50 miles south of Houston. That's what BC stands for. I don't want to make people spell Brazoria County. They'll never find me.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says I just can't believe that was totally wild where to turn into. Jay Maple says you dragging something.
Not
Russell
me.
Morrow says hi Jay, I'm in St. Louis.
Hi.
Michelle 210 says the guys in Kick want to know if your aunt is single.
If my aunt is single? All of my aunts are dead. Oh, I get it. I said an ant was biting me. defrost again.
Jay Alfano says no way Russell. That's awesome, I live in St. Peter's Law. Michelle 210 says 40. Or Fob Baker 25 says 40. Dashing Dasher TX says 40. Daphne Chiquita 3K says 40. Winter Willow says, are you thinking hide a snake in John's boot like I'm thinking hide a snake in John's boot?
Don't hide the snake in the boot. Don't do it. Let me wash this window.
Angie 416 says law.
We're gonna hold these one through.
Dang it, we missed something.
29.
We missed
12TH Minaji says, did you clean the paper trash that straws come in, John?
Yes, I did that the other day. I did that the other day.
Chiquita 3K says, John, did you see that Bubba is in Hawaii right now?
I did not.
Arnott says the things seen on here happens more than people think. If you follow crazy, you see crazy.
No, we stream at the same time, so I don't really get to watch Bubba's stream a lot.
Winter Willow says, I had no idea how shockingly common driving drunk was until I watched this stream. Chiquita 3K says he's living it up in Hawaii right now. He was showing up live Volcano earlier.
Dang. Yeah, I'm too broke for that.
AD101 says, Pammy, is any apple pie left?
I think we knocked out the apple pie. Pam's long asleep, though. Oh, I need to take you guys.
Chiquita 3K says, I agree, that's one place I would love to visit. Fenical 1203 says something going on down the road from me on Cypress Street in Lake Jackson. Lots cops.
Cypress Street?
J Boogie 1620 says, I'm still wondering how in the heck she drove into the ditch like that. Like, which way was she coming from? Like, how?
Mr. Turn, apparently. Cypress Street?
29.
Fenical 1203 says yes.
Where do you want
Russell
to go?
Morrow says
Cypress Street, Lake Jackson, Texas.
J Boogie 1620
Getting
says it's
directions
crazy.
to Cypress Street, Lake Jackson.
First is my pickup.
Garcia's made pickup. I'll check out Cypress Street. What block? What block?
Leah 1962 says Cypress is off plantation by Big Bucky's.
Are they still there or are they... Well, is County there? That's the question.
Winter Willow says someone told her she can't park worse than John and she said hold my beer.
That's right.
12TH Menaji says John, it was an ambulance call.
Okay, EMS call. Yeah, is it EMS or is it a bunch of cops?
J Boogie 1620 says lol, that was a good one. Fenical 1203 says I'm at 336, they are right down the road. IDK if it's county.
Stop the rattle.
TH Menaji says you might drive over there and check John.
We'll drive by. We got nothing else right now.
Fenical 1203 says well, don't see them anymore. Didn't know what it was.
Okay, gotcha. They're gone now?
Well,
Well, it was a county call. There was a county call where they switched. They were on dispatch 2. So I don't know if they cleared right when I was getting in the car. Which basically that means that they're holding dispatch 1 for only
13,
traffic related to that incident, whatever they're on.
12TH Menaji says John, you have been missing chases in Pearland.
Well,
$35, 13, 55, 35.
they're fine.
$35.
Fenical 1203 says yay, they are gone now, but it was so loud it woke me up.
It was probably EMS. They're generally the ones that
12TH Menaji says I understand that you have been busy though, John.
22 to 55, 13. He's trying to key up.
Dashing Dasher TX says I'm going to head to bed. I'm starting to have visions of sugar plums.
Night-night, Dasher.
Fenical 1203 says okay TYY.
Yeah, usually it's only EMS that shows, but this time of night, they're the ones that show up with the sirens. Dang, we got 99 miles of gas left.
Michelle 210 says good night, Dasher. Michelle 210 says now Angie can win a few math questions and level IP. Russell Morrow says are you guys here every night? Bio Preppers 1
every
says
night.
John, you listening to the scanner?
I am.
12TH Menaji says how are you going to use TT tomorrow, John?
Basically,
Stream Elements says thank you for following DT Surgeon.
So here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna automate it. So you know how I switch it from on scene to off scene?
J-Boogie1620 says, good night, no Diddy, I know you're going to the palm trees. Winter Willow says Monday through Sunday.
So here's the thing. So way I'm gonna set it up, and it's ready, it's just I can't get the audio right in that crappy TikTok Studio application. But when we hit on scene and off scene, it's gonna automatically start a TikTok live. So that way we can.
Manaji says yes, sir.
So we can.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says 5.
So, does that make sense?
The Yabba Dabadoo says -5.
So we can start promoting a little more. But you say, John, why don't you just stream on TikTok? Well, you can't. You're not allowed to drive on TikTok, so.
Daphne Chiquita 3K says, I always forget the damn negative symbol.
This
12TH Manaji says cool. Yes, it does make sense. Michelle 210 says that will be cool.
It's already ready. It's just the audio. Audio sounds like you're underwater because I'm using, if anyone knows that.
J-Boogie1620 says, I think I still pay for TikTok law.
Well, thank you.
Dano's on the ground. We're tracking west. The new description is going to be blue shirt, white pants.
They're still on this scene.
That's clear. You want to regular?
Where are you at, County? So if you're a streamer, what I'm doing is I'm passing over the OBS virtual camera into TikTok Live Studio to pick it up. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't have audio, just video. So I'm trying to use a virtual audio cable so I can get the audio from my phone into TikTok Studio. And that's where everything's falling apart. Sounds like I'm underwater. So if you're a streamer and you've actually got that to work, let me know. It's pretty complicated, I think, but.
Go ahead.
You may get go. They're on Lakes, please. Send some MCG.
I know where it's at. Sterling Lakes.
J-Boogie1620 says, you will get it right, you will figure it out, I know you will.
Yep. Yeah, I can't do my regular show on TikTok because you're not allowed to drive.
12TH Manaji says, because earlier I got a notification during the daytime that you were live on TT John.
Yeah, that was when I was testing.
Michelle 210 says, will TT people be able to communicate?
I'm gonna use Tickfinity, I think. Yeah, I think I will. I'll use Tickfinity. Usually when we're on scene, I have you guys turned down though, so that we can capture the audio. I just turn you up when it's either over or we're just bullshitting around afterwards. I'm gonna take one more loop around here.
Chiquita 3K says, I did share your video that you posted yesterday. I think it was yesterday, but I've been today, I don't remember.
The TikTok lives today, that was just testing the automation with StreamerBot. So StreamerBot, if this is boring, you just let me know. So StreamerBot does not have any integration with TikTok.
Michelle 210 says, that's what I was thinking.
So StreamerBot does not have any integration with TikTok. But what StreamerBot can do is pass hotkeys. And what TikTok Studio can do is you can assign...
12TH Manaji says, John, that's good for 219 through all 3 platforms.
Yep. So.
K9 is on Ames right now.
Ames?
Where do you want to go?
Ames Road, Brazoria County.
Getting directions to Ameswood Road, Houston.
That's not it.
Chiquita 3K says no is your video about where you were going live.
Oh, yeah.
J Boogie 1620 says 3.
Yeah, so that was just a test. That was just to test the automation of automatically starting TikTok Live by command and Twitch. I think it's pretty cool.
For 911 hang up at 132 West Texaco. 132 West Texaco for 911 hang up.
Lincoln 856. King Lincoln 856.
12th Minaji says it is a runner, John.
Yep.
Mustang Mike 9293 says 3.
Cool, man.
Received a 911 call from the same phone number twice, showing the area of 132 West Texaco.
J Boogie 1620 says 1.
That's clear.
It's a fun train track.
J Boogie 1620 says again lol JK don't need to explain yourself again, I got it.
Quick.
Russell Morrow says where are we heading to?
I'm just doing one more loop around unless the SWAT team pops out between here and the palm trees. Yesterday I was at the palm trees and then we went to go chase a call. He got away from us though, he was a runner. I never did find out what that call was a reference to.
King Paul Lincoln 8564. King Paul Lincoln 8564. Going to be OCD Jack and Box parking lot. Silver in color.
Well, now we're going to the Jack in the Box call.
903 print guy says perfect timing. Printing is done. Dasher, yours is sweet. AD 101 says we don't want to see the palm trees. Too early.
Route 22, dogs all over this area. You can hear sticks breaking in the woods. Okay.
Man, I want to know where this call is.
Bayou Preppers 1 says they're asking for a drone now.
I saw that, but I just don't know where it's at.
12th Manaji says, John, I have been telling more people here in Pearland about you. J Maple says, oh, that sounds like a good one. Michelle 210 says, guess they don't have K9. Chris Ellis 1993 says, I agree. John, we don't want to see the palm trees. It is way too early.
I just don't know where this is. There was
Angie 416 says 18. Michelle 210 says 18.
Ames Street, Brazoria County, Texas.
Getting directions to Ames Street, Pearland.
All right, so I got it in there. That's 42 minutes away. They said the dogs are on Ames Street. That's the only reason I know that. It is in Pearland.
Go ahead.
But they also ask for the Sterling Lakes gate code. So if it's in there, I won't be able to get in there.
The caller says he can hear the dogs barking in that area. Corner of 4th and Elm. He does want contact with you.
J Maple says that's a long drive, law.
Yeah, 42 minutes. It's right by Houston.
They're already in the area.
12th Manaji says, do you think that they are in Pearland, John?
I know they are. Well, because they said Sterling Lakes and they said Ames.
41650218. 41650218. I also put a maiden date of birth in the number.
Click.
He said the dogs.
Bayou Preppers 1 says that's way too far to go.
Yeah.
Leah 1962 says too far this late at night.
And we got 92 miles of gas left. We can stay and listen to it.
Hey, what's the drone situation?
Th Manaji says Sterling LSKES is in Rocher and John.
Gotcha. I thought it was in around the Pearland. Oh, Rocher, just down the street from Pearland. It has something to do with it because they asked for a gate code.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says R. Fox native to Tejas. J. Boogie 1620 says gated community.
Yeah.
House here on 5th Street. Zeno to Harris. They do not meet the description of what was given.
No, it looks like it's around.
And I will continue to drive around. Thank you. So I can see the people matching the description.
7504.
Go ahead.
It'll be 2 juveniles, one on foot, one on a bicycle. They're both wearing white shirts. The caller says he can hear
12th Manaji says, well, it's definitely Iowa Colony, John.
He does want contact with you when you have a chance. He's at 510 West Elm.
Michelle 210 says, do they need Frankie? He's on a date.
No, he can enjoy his date.
Simple. Corkwood, Cross Street, Ironwood. Have an elderly male that has fallen in the living room after a heart procedure. No reported injury. Sound 121. Not so bad.
Come back in.
Okay. Data 3 received. Okay, 3
Michelle 210 says OMG Frankie just said he ate the best eclairs ever.
Oh man.
12th Manaji says John they did find Ace the other day in Pearland.
They did? They had a lot of resources after Ace, so.
7504. I just spoke with a group of juveniles at a house here on 5th Street that were walking. They do not meet the description of what was given, though. Neither of them are on bikes. I will continue to drive around for a moment, see if I can see the people matching that description.
Oh, hope you don't match the description.
12th Manaji says yes. I listened to Pearland and your online scanner too, John.
Injury at 220 Corkwood, Cross Street, Ironwood. Have an elderly up. Thanks.
Th Manaji says 5th Street, is that Alvin John?
I think, yeah, there's a 5th Street in Alvin.
Good.
Leah 1962 says I'm thinking that is 5th Street in Freeport.
Well, it's an EMS call, so we're definitely not ambulance chasers. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the bits and subscriptions. Time is the most valuable thing you have, and you guys chose to spend it with me tonight. For that, I'm very grateful. We'll see you guys a little bit later on today. Same time. We'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Takes me a second to end the stream.
Leah 1962 says good night all.
Good night.
Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says laters.
Later.
12th Manaji says I saw your buddy the sheriff the other day that is good friends with you here in Pearland, John.
Oh, yeah?
Michelle 210 says good night everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Angie 416 says good night everyone. Yazab 30 says thanks for coming on.
Thank you.